Welcome to AM in the Morning, coming to you from the fabulous Blue Room at the Fountain Blue Terrace on Panama City Beach. Your hostess is Kathy Brown, and you are the star. If you'd like to be part of the AM show, contact Kathy at 769-6731 or just drop in at the Blue Room any Monday, Wednesday, or Friday at 1 p.m. We belong to you. And now, here's Kathy.
Good morning and welcome. Thank you. Hey. What a nice crowd. Welcome to the AM show. I'm Barbara Johnston, and we have got a spectacular show for you today. We've always said that we belong to you, and that's what we're going to prove to you today. Today we've gone on location. We're at the S.S.Frigate Lounge, which is located on Panama City Beach at 16806 West Highway 98. It's a half-mile west of the city pier, and it's inside the Something Different restaurant. We're going to have entertainment today and more entertainment. We're going to be listening to Don and Kim London, country and western music, who perform here at the S.S.Frigate Lounge. We're also going to be having an airbrush artist on, Pat Davis, from Colorful Sand Dollar. She's been on before, and she's going to do another shirt for us. She's also going to talk about some of the shells that she has available and the jewelry in her shop. I'd like to take a moment and thank some of my audience. Today we have Millie and Ernie Otto in our audience, and I'm happy to have them here. I want to extend a happy anniversary wish to my parents, Melba and Marvin Martin. They're here. They are the owners of the S.S.Frigate Lounge. We have Diane and Jenny here. And they're from way out of town. I think it's San Diego. Is that right? San Diego, California? Yeah. Diane and Judy are the daughter and granddaughter of Pat Davis, who's going to be doing the airbrush. And treat of all treats, we have with us Pam Hale. She's been on the AM show before. She's returned again, and she's going to be playing the dulcimer for us. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Tired of the same old menus and places? Try Something Different restaurant with gourmet delights prepared by Chef Ned Sparks. From charbroiled steaks to poulet con konjac, a boneless breast of chicken sautéed with mushrooms and smothered in cheese. Frog legs fried to a golden brown or broiled in their own special herb butter. Shrimp scampi, Alaskan crab legs, and seafood au gratin, a tasty blend of seafood in a creamy, rich sauce with cheese. An extensive selection of fine wines is also available. Lunch and dinner blackboard specials from $2.99 and a good morning breakfast menu featuring 99-cent specials from eggs to waffles. Something Different restaurant, the restaurant with downtown prices and uptown atmosphere. Located at 16806 West Phoenix 98, just half-mile west of the pier.
Welcome back. We're here. Thank you. Thank you. We are here in the S.S.Frigate Lounge, and we are going to do something unusual. Here you're watching the show at either 7:30 in the morning or 9 a.m., and we're going to be bringing you entertainment from Don and Kim London, country and western music that usually only perform after 10 p.m., but they're going to perform for us now. Don and Kim London. Kim is going to sing a song for us, and it's called There You Go. There he goes. There he goes. Don and Kim London.
I see we even had some people dancing here this early in the morning, afternoon, I guess. We don't usually have people dancing or even playing this early in the day, like they mentioned earlier, but we're here and we appreciate being here, and we appreciate the Martins letting us be here at their real nice lounge they have here. And we'd like to welcome all you folks, and don't forget to come out now some evening at 10 o'clock. We'll be here at 10 o'clock Thursday through Sunday, and we have plenty, little more room for dancing after we move the tables and stuff out of the road here. So I'm going to do a song here. You might remember a fella doing this song back quite a few years ago. Freddie Fender had his version of this tune, and I'm not going to do it quite the same way Freddie Fender did it. I'm going to sort of rearrange it around a little bit different. But I'm sure once you hear it, you remember the tune that we're speaking of. It went something almost like this here.
Happiness, then I wish you both the best. It's your happiness matters most of all. If they ever break your heart, honey, those teardrops will stop. I'll be there before the next teardrop falls. Oh, it hurts to let you go, Lord, I want you to know that I'll stand by you if ever you should call. And if I should ever hear, honey, that it made you shed a tear, I'll be there before the next teardrop
you.
Oh, very, very nice. Will you please come over and let's sit down and talk for just a minute, Don and Kim? And while they're coming over, let me just say a word. My audience is going crazy. They haven't gotten their donuts yet from Thomas Donuts. And here they are. Aren't they gorgeous? They are just as delicious as they look. Thomas Donuts, Laguna Beach, the best donuts in town. Louise, would you come over and take this tray and give it to our audience? This is Louise. She is a bartender here. Hi, Louise. Hi, Kim. It's nice to have you here.
It's nice to
Now,
be here.
you're from Virginia,
Yeah,
is that correct? But you're here for the summer.
Well, we might be here for a long time.
For a long time. Well, we
Maybe.
hope so. That was great. I really enjoyed that.
Thank you.
How can you do that so early in the morning?
Well, we don't normally do. Not
I
much.
liked it enough that I'd ask you to do it again, I think.
Yeah. Thank
Maybe
you.
you'll come back and do it later on in the show for us. Would you do that?
Right, yeah, we appreciate it.
You've been playing for a long time, haven't you?
I have.
Yeah.
I haven't.
How long have you been playing, Kim?
I've been singing about 2 years and playing about a year and a half now.
I'll bet you've been professionally.
Yeah.
that right, 2
yeah,
years?
Yeah.
But when did you really start singing? 2?
I guess when she was about 13.
Yeah. Gotta really keep at it.
That's a long time. You have a beautiful voice,
Oh, thank you.
not a bad smile. Where have you played before?
All over the East Coast, from Florida clear up to Wisconsin, clear to the Midwest to South Dakota, really.
You had mentioned to me the other day that you had played in Pennsylvania somewhere.
Well, I worked for about 10 years in Pennsylvania, Maryland, and West Virginia tri-state area, about 10 years.
And you recorded several records and albums.
And we got an album, 3 45s released, and a bunch of 8-track tapes, too. And stuff.
Are those available here at the lounge?
Yeah, they can buy them here at the lounge. And there were some people that got behind our recording career from Detroit, Michigan, that really got us started in recording. And but it's not really big time that it's nationwide. But you can buy them in the lounges where we work mostly. But not if you go up in Detroit, they have them in the stores up there and places like that. But it's not nationwide distribution yet as far as that goes.
But we can get them if we really want them from
If
here.
you really want them, you can get them.
I can get it. Okay, because I want a copy. Please, please. Thank you very much for coming on the AM show. And somebody over here has a question in the audience.
Is that keyboard bass he's playing, or what?
Right.
Is it a keyboard
He's
bass?
putting on the rhythm.
Keyboard bass. Right.
That's it. Didn't quite say.
Kim is playing a keyboard bass
Keyboard
Yeah,
bass.
and strings.
Strings.
a
and
little
strings
Piano sound.
and
Piano
piano sound.
sound, yeah.
And you play the,
Guitar.
okay,
Sort of a
electric guitar.
homemade guitar. I built it myself, more or less.
You built your guitar yourself?
Rewired it and all, yeah.
How did you rewire it? It's different
It's
from...
stereo. It's using 2 different amps. Well, it's 3 amps. It's 4 guitar sounds coming out of one guitar is really what it is.
never heard of
Normally
that.
you just got 1 guitar amp and 1 guitar sound, basically. Some people use stereos, but this is really 4 different sounds coming out of it. It just fills the sound out a little bit more, really, is what it does.
Fantastic, fantastic. And you're going to be appearing here at the S.S.Frigate Thursday through
Through
Sunday, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m.?
10 to 1 as far as I know.
10 to 1.
Right,
10 to 1. Be sure to come down and see them. And we're going to take a break now, go to a commercial. We'll be back in just a moment, and we're going to be talking with Pat Davis from Colorful Sand Dollar.
Bay County is lucky to have people who care.
Beautiful people, but in the sun, when business is a pleasure, we've only just begun. Bay County people, hey, aren't we lucky?
Bay County's Chamber of Commerce is a backbone of the community. In order for the Chamber to be a viable organization, it needs your support. Only with your support can the Bay County Chamber of Commerce attract good, clean industry to our area. Take an active role in your Chamber of Commerce to support the future development of Bay County. Come join us to make Bay County a better place to live.
Bay County people, hey, aren't we lucky?
Okay. Woo. Welcome welcome back. We have such a lively crowd for such an early time in the morning. We're back now with Pat Davis of Colorful Sand Dollar. Pat, welcome to the AM show.
Oh, I'm very glad to be back. I really enjoyed it last time.
You did? It's fun, isn't
Yes,
it?
uh-huh.
You know, we have a lot of people that enjoy what you do also, which is airbrush.
Airbrush.
artistry.
It's quite a popular thing here on the beach. I imagine there must be a couple of hundred places that do it, but everybody has kind of their own style and uses their own colors.
There are, I don't know, you say 100 places, 100.
Oh, I'm sure there's more than that.
Yeah, I think there are even more, because when the season starts, it seems like all of the artists come into the area and they set up their equipment and off they go, which is something that's really fascinating to me. Your equipment is very, very portable.
Oh, yes. You have an easel, you have a compressor, and you have your inks, and you can go set up out at the Seafood Festival. I worked at the Seafood Festival last year. You can work it outside in front of a store. You can just, work anywhere you might like to work.
Let me just put in a plug for the Seafood Festival. I understand that they are at the present time allowing people to
make their applications.
Make applications
Yes,
for booze at the Seafood Festival, which occurs in October. I think it's October 9th, 10th, and 11th. But you need to put in your application now. So if you want to put in an application, and maybe Pat's going to do it.
Oh, I'll be there.
Will you?
already
Great.
put in mine, yes.
Oh, marvelous. Give a call to the Resort Council. It's 234-6575. And put in your application for a booth at the Seafood Festival. I understand it's going to be twice as good as it was
I
last
hope so.
year.
We certainly had a good time last year.
We had what, 60,000 people
I
last
believe
year?
so, and beautiful weather. Sunshine and just as nice as it could be.
Cross our fingers that the Lord is with us this time.
Right.
Pat, you're going to not only do an airbrush for us today, but you've brought a model with you.
Yes,
Is that
we
right?
have, when we show the shirts, we expect them to come out and model the shirt. We have.
All right.
I'd like to show you some of the things we can do with shells. I do have a shell shop. It's called the Colorful Sand Dollar, and also the name on the building is Shellport. It's a big orange building down the beach. I'm across from Trips and Sea Lodge and next door to Fenn's. So it's about 2 miles down the beach from the S.S.Frigate.
Okay, that's two different motels, Trips Motel and the Sea Lodge Motel, and you're on the opposite side of the street from them.
Right across the street.
Okay.
It's a big orange building called Shellport and the Colorful Sand Dollar. So this is the type of thing my store is named after. This is a colorful sand dollar.
It sure is.
It's an actual arrowhead sand dollar that's been painted with the airbrush, and I'd like to...
Let me hold this up for the camera. I want to not only hold the front of it up for you. Can you catch that, Mark? Isn't that gorgeous? Look at those colors. Pat told me when she walked in the door, she says, I just painted this 5 minutes ago.
I'd like to give away a sand dollar to the first 5 people that come in my shop and said they saw this on Sun Cable 6. So I'll paint you a custom painted sand dollar if you'll come down to the shop.
Beautiful. All right. All right. And look at the back. This is a real sand dollar.
It's just been bleached. It hasn't been treated or hardened or anything, and it's then painted with the inks from the airbrush.
Now, I've been on the beach and I've picked up sand dollars from time to time. And I bleached them out. But
Not
Pat,
that big.
I never had them bigger than this. That was as big as they came.
These are from really deep water. I don't get those myself.
All right, you don't go out and snorkel for those.
No, little ones I do.
And this is also from your shop.
These are the kind of shells. These are local cockle shells and some of the small shells. And this is a flip-over ashtray. When it's used, you can just dump it out. When your company comes in, you turn it around and use the other clean side. And these, I carry all these shells in buckets. You can buy them singly. You can buy bags of shells to do your own things. So we carry all kinds of shells that you might want.
Okay.
And
jewelry in your shop?
This is one of the most popular things here in Florida. These are the electroplated sand dollars. Barbara has one on.
Yes, I do.
It's an actual sand dollar that's been hardened and coated and then dipped in 24-karat gold. And they really are good. And they're good representation from Panama City because we have sand dollars all over the beach.
You brought me a little card that gives the legend of the sand dollar, and let me just read it quickly. One of nature's most unusual shells, the 5 slits in the shell represent the 5 wounds in the body of Christ. The Easter lily design has in its center a 5-pointed star, the Star of Bethlehem. On the back is the outline of the poinsettia, the Christmas flower. When the shell is broken open, 5 perfect replicas of a dove are found. These are the doves of the Holy Spirit. A beautiful gift to take home from Panama City Beach.
We give them a copy of the legend with every sand dollar.
These are just gorgeous. Now, you brought in some of your sterling silver also.
These are some of the newer things. They're called the diamond cut. And they rather
these
glitter like diamonds. They're really representative of marine life and sand dollars and seahorses and that type of thing.
There's an octopus.
Crab, lobster.
Yeah.
Unicorn's kind of popular now, so we
That
do have
is.
a few
That's real
unicorns.
popular. Now, do you have the chains that go along with
Yes,
it?
I brought a sample
Oh,
of just a
good.
few of the chains. Now, these are the sand dollars done in sterling silver that are very pretty. And of course, we
There you
have them
go.
in 14 karat gold, too.
You do have the 14 karat gold
Mhm.
chains
Sand-
also.
Yes, and the sand
Okay.
dollars.
These are just gorgeous. So if you need jewelry to take home for your vacation, to your friends, to your relatives, stop by. Colorful sand dollar. She has them available for you. And this is I have one of the necklaces on. It is a sand dollar, and I think it looks so pretty. We have a model that we would like to bring up. His name is Mark Lynn, and he has a dual role here. He is not only the model for our airbrush t-shirt, but he is also our cameraman. Mark, would you please come up front? Yes, Mark. Do you want to get paid this week? Come on up.
If he wants a shirt painted.
Look at this. Headphones and all. How you doing?
Oh, terrible now.
Look at this. Now, Pat, you did this earlier today?
Yesterday. That's
Yesterday? Isn't that gorgeous? Here, turn toward the camera, Mark. You know what you're supposed to do? There you go. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, that's it.
Very
Go back.
good.
Back to work. And you also brought in some other shirts. And let's stand up while we talk about these. Let me get this loose.
This is a design on
These-
the baseball jerseys.
Uh-huh. These are baseball jerseys? Is that what they call them?
That's real popular with the young people now.
Now, you can have something done on both sides, can't you?
This just happens to be a sample that I have up in my window.
That's
a
gorgeous.
beach scene. I'll do something similar to that on this shirt here.
Okay.
This is a beautiful color for the kids this year, the pink.
Let me do this, okay? You hold that and talk about it.
The pink shirts are real popular with the young people this year. Beach scenes, again, are the most popular thing. But we can do a little bit of everything.
This one?
There's another beach scene done with pink sleeves.
Gorgeous colors. Gorgeous.
That's one thing I try to do is use a lot of bright color.
But they blend with the shirt that you've done.
I
That's
pick
what I
whatever
like.
colors. Well, this one has a design on both sides.
Okay, it says Florida, Panama City Beach. Turn it over, and it says... Danny? Davy, is it? Panama City Beach.
These are just samples that I keep in the window for display. Here's a unicorn, which is a popular figure this year.
That's my favorite.
Unicorn?
I love it. I love it. Pat is going to do an airbrush for us today.
These two. These are done for a couple of young friends of mine. This is Garfield. As you can imagine, I have a waterbed. This says never sharpen your claws on a waterbed.
Never sharpen your claws on a waterbed. And he's got a pretty pointed claw there.
And I have two cats also. And here's one of the latest things the kids like is strawberry shortcake. This is done for my granddaughter. You can do anything. I have a frog on the front of my shirt. I have a surfing on the back. I can do Snoopy. Really, anything you might want, we can paint. All you have to do is tell us what you want, what color it is, and we'll go ahead and do it.
Let's do something unusual, all right? Nobody knows we're going to do this. Jenny, would you come up here? Would you come up here and get your T-shirt? How about that? Let's say hello to Jenny, Pat's granddaughter. That's heavy. Hi, Jenny. I'm going to kneel down. You want to turn around so the camera can see you? Look at Mark over there. You want to say hello to everybody?
Hi.
Hi. Here is your shirt Grandma painted for you. You can take it back and get a donut.
Oh, well, that's all right.
There you
She got
go.
donuts on her hands.
Donuts are okay. Got it?
Go ahead and hold it.
Is it?
All right.
It's okay.
It won't hurt the
You
shirt.
can take it. There goes Jenny. Okay, Pat. Let's.
We'll paint a shirt for you and show you how the airbrush
Okay.
works.
What are you going to do today?
We're going to do a design similar to the one that Mark has on his shirt.
Mm-hmm. A beach scene. Okay.
That seems to be the thing most people would like to have. I'm going to start out and kind of make a purple. I do it fairly light at first, and then you'll see the design take shape.
All right. Purple's very popular this year. One of my favorite colors. This is going to be on a maroon shirt
This shirt's rather tan, yeah.
with maroon trim.
And then we're going to put a couple of little islands here where we have our palm trees. We're going to put a couple of big palm trees, just stepped on the cord, and that also.
How long have you been doing this, Pat?
Well, I've studied art quite a bit, but this is only the third year I've had my shop out here on the beach. And there really isn't any place to learn how to do this. You just have to, some of the art schools are teaching it now, but mostly it's just a lot of practice.
Your practice has paid off.
The only thing is you can't erase anything. If you make a mistake, it's there.
Okay.
Now we have some palm trees.
Yeah.
We're going to have a little bit of, we're going to have a shadow from our palm trees.
Goes so fast.
I'm using about 60 or 70 pounds of air pressure. So it's coming out quite hard. And this is screen printing ink, by the way, which becomes a permanent part of the material once it's been heat set.
You can take an iron and...
The best thing to do is a hot iron and wax paper.
Mm-hmm.
Some people will say if you leave it in salt water for a while, it'll do it. You know how salt water will sometimes keep things from fading.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, it does have to be heat set. It has to be cured according to the manufacturer's directions.
Now, how you can use that airbrush and get those fine little...
It's going to be the sun when we get through. I'm putting a penny
That's the sun.
on it. That's going to be the sun. I'm going to keep
How'd you
that
get the
white.
penny to stick?
I've got some spray adhesive on it.
Okay.
This is the type of adhesive that we use on stencils.
Makes the perfect round circle.
Mm-hmm. And then it keeps it, I don't have to use quite so much white ink when I go to put it on.
All right.
I'm going to put some navy blue on.
Now, this is an ink, not a paint.
This is, oh. No, just
Am I
move
on it?
Yeah,
Sure.
Just a little bit there.
There you go.
Well, as I get to the end of my hose and I stop short.
I don't know if that's picking up, but this is not black. This is blue.
Navy blue, This is going to shade in our water. I chose this design because it does show up good when you get all the colors. Then we're going to put, well, I think we'll put our sun up.
We're back again with Pat Davis airbrushing a T-shirt. We had a slight interruption because of a power failure, but Pat is now putting in the final touches on the clouds.
I'm putting a different color blue in to shade the water a little bit. And as I work in from the sides and make it heavier, it gives the feeling of depth.
To be close up as I am is fascinating, Pat, to see this develop.
The camera can pick it up too,
Yes.
that it shows. Okay, I'm going to put a little green in our water now.
All right, we have blue-green water. That sounds appropriate.
I think our water is just gorgeous here. I've never seen anything like it around here.
I had some girls on that came from Germany the other day, and they had traveled all over the United States, from Miami to California and Panama City Beach. They came back to Panama City Beach a second time because and they said on the air, I was not prompted, we have the world's most beautiful beaches.
I believe so too.
Yes.
I've been to a good many beaches. I have to get all my green out before I put my yellow on.
Okay.
We'll have...
All right. Now, you're new here on the beach in this particular location, aren't you, Pat?
This is my third year.
All right, in the same location? All right.
I've just changed the name, you know, changing it from shell.
That's what confused me. Okay.
I'm putting yellow in the sky because we're going to have a really bright sunset.
Oh, gorgeous. We have them like that.
We had some last week, I think, that was depending on the moisture in the clouds. It makes it really gorgeous. You can see the water starting to pick up the color.
I don't know if it got on the air or not because of our power failure, but we were talking about the fact that this is not paint, it is ink.
Screen printing ink. It's actually the ink that your materials are printed with. And once it becomes heat cured, it becomes a permanent part of the fabric. Now you can see what the red's going to do.
The red is going orange and pink.
It's going to make your clouds just show up. And it's going to rather purple in the sky.
T-shirts are one of the most popular things for our visitors to take back home, aren't they?
Well, with this kind of a climate, and also it's the best thing to wear down here.
Yeah.
I wear a lot of them mainly because I can't wear anything good because I always get ink all over me. You can see I've got ink spots in various spots. But we're going to put some writing on this for Mark. This is going to be Mark.
This is Mark's T-shirt? All right.
We're going to put Panama City Beach on here.
Amazing to watch you write with this.
That's from doing all those birthday cakes when the kids were growing up.
Summer of '82.
There we go.
Gorgeous.
Okay, now we'll go back to our picture.
Can you all see that? Is that not beautiful?
more navy blue in the water to make it look a little bit darker.
You can just take a look and see what you need and go from there.
And then when I put the white on, that'll be the final touch. We'll put stars in the sky and highlight the water. I think we'll shade our writing too. But it's never done until you put the white on, because that's what highlights your whole picture.
And the white is called...
it's an opaque color.
An opaque.
The others are all translucent. That's why I can get a beautiful sunset, because the red picks up the colors from the blue, and it changes as it goes along. And I have to really clean it out good here.
All right. That's just water that you're cleaning with?
Yeah, it's a water-soluble ink until we actually...
until it's heat set?
Until it's heat set.
Okay. I'd love to try this sometime. You gonna give me a lesson or two?
Certainly.
All right.
Come down the shop and we'll let you paint your own shirt. We also do towels, pillowcases. There's our sun. It's really pretty on beach towels. You can do pillowcases. You can do sheets. Of course, when I was practicing, I hand painted all my sheets. So, now you can see our sun starting to come out. Now we're going to highlight our clouds. Well,
you're absolutely right. That white just sets it off.
I don't know whether you'll be able to pick this up with a camera or not. But...
Yep, he says he can.
So we'll have to make Mark not model this one.
Okay. He'll love it. He's a ham.
And I'm putting the light around the clouds where the sun's shining up at them, on top of the pink. And let's put a few stars up here.
I'm ready. Woo! Look at that.
Got a little high here. So we have a beautiful sunset with the stars starting to come out.
Look at that.
The setting sun shining on the water. And there we are.
Thank you. That's beautiful. Can you see that? Yeah. Take a look at that. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we will have Mark model his shirt for us. I think I can talk him into it. But in the meantime, we are going to take a break and go to a commercial. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Be sure to go and see Pat Davis at Colorful Sand Dollar across the street from Trips Motel and Sea Lodge Motel.
On it says Shellport.
And the sign does say Shellport. She's going to change it, but right now, look for Shellport. And you're in the airbrush business. It's time.
I know it.
Okay.
I'll get it.
We'll be back.
Did you have to move?
Yeah, we're, wait a minute.
We've got it all. Action, movies, adventure, and news. Specials, drama, sports, people, and views. Music and variety. Something for everyone. All the good times, all the fun times you'll ever want to see. We got it all on CBS.
All the hopes you've ever dared, all the dreams you've ever shared, for the life you have to live, and all the love you have to give.
We've got it all, the best of all, we've got it all on CBS.
Come back. We're here again. We're here again on the AM show, and we are going to introduce to you the star of airbrush artistry. He's wearing it. Come on up, Mark. Say hello. You can just keep your back to me, Mark. You don't even have to turn around. Mark? All right, enough. You're going to get fired.
Is that it?
No, I want you to turn around and let him see it. This is what it looks like once you've finished airbrush artistry from Pat Davis at Colorful Sand Dollar. Is that not gorgeous? Now you can turn around. Show him your front. There you go. Go back there.
Get back to work?
Yes, I'm going to get back to work. Okay. We're going to have some more music and entertainment with Pam Hale. And we had a little discussion before we came back on camera that I should interview Pam, and I said, no, Pam can talk just fine. Pam goes like this. Yeah, I can talk fine. She never stops. Here's Pam Hale.
Thank you, Barbara. The dulcimer is an American instrument from the Ozark and Appalachian Mountains. This particular dulcimer has 6 strings. It's called a church dulcimer. Has a large body to it and a nice large sound. My music today is from the Southern tradition in memory of those who have fallen in war, as we're remembering them on Memorial Day weekend. I hope you enjoy it. Oh, I wish I was in the land of cotton. Forgotten, look away, look away, look away, Dixieland. Just about a mile from Texarkana. in them old cotton fields back home. Thank you. That's nice.
Are we going to go to a commercial or are we going to talk? Can we talk? We want to talk? Okay, let me just pull my chair up.
All right.
Next to you, Pam. And you can tell me a little about your experience with the dulcimer and how you got involved in it.
Yes, I saw the mountain dulcimer for the first time in the middle of a big city, not in the mountains. In the city of Washington, D.C., in a small shop called House of Musical Traditions. And there were a lot of dulcimers on a shelf in the back of the shop. And I asked the sales girl what those instruments were, and she brought one down and began to play it. And it looked so easy.
There she goes again.
And so much fun that I just decided I must have one.
Are they expensive?
Yes, they can range from $40 and $60 up to $300.
Ooh, yeah.
Depending on the craftsmanship of the instrument.
From being on the morning show at other times, I can remember that you told us that someone within our area makes dulcimers. Is that correct?
Yes, there's a gentleman that I've been told about, but I have not met. And if he's watching the program, I may be in big trouble.
Why?
But his name is Joe Atwood. And as far as I know, he's making the dulcimers. I haven't seen one of his dulcimers, and I look forward to meeting him sometime.
Joe Atwood, if
Joe
you're
Atwood.
watching,
Yes.
call Sun Cable 6. We'll put you in contact with a lady who loves this instrument. Pam, you're available, aren't you, for concerts and appearances?
Yes, I am hired for weddings and for celebrations and parties, also for business openings here in town. I was hired for the opening of the Panama City Mall, the grand opening, and also the grand opening of the LRC at the Gulf Coast Community College, which was a big thrill.
Oh.
All right, and
how can they reach you? How can they reach you?
Well, that's a good question.
Why don't they call us?
All right.
We'll be glad to come and get you and tell you. Just dial 769-6731. We'll put you in contact with Pam Hale.
Thank you. That's nice.
Available for appearances. Thank you for coming on the AM show again.
Thank you, Barbara.
Will you come again?
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
All right.
We'll be back.
They said it would never hold water, the book that's taking America by storm, the new Consumer Information Catalog.
Please, Foster, you've had your nose buried in that book since you left Baltimore.
Lillian, it lists more than 200 government publications. With these booklets, you can learn to handle almost anything.
Boredom, for example?
It's the book that's steering America's concerned consumer right on course.
Just look, it lists federal booklets on home and car repair, children, food, physical fitness, energy, and money.
Not sold at any bookstore, not sold at any price. The new catalog is free.
Just think, Lillian, over half of these amazing publications are actually free.
Yes, free as the air, and I think I'll get some.
Right Consumer Information Center, Pueblo, Colorado, 81009. Send for it today.
Don't miss the boat. Here we are. As I said before, we're here to have a good time. And I think we have had a good time. Do you think so? Everybody? Enjoyed it? I want to say hello to Wayne from the Seahorse, who stopped by also to see our show today, and thank all the people who have appeared. Don and Kim London from the S.S.Frigate Lounge, Pat Davis from Colorful Sand Dollar, directly across the street from the Sea Lodge and Trips Motel, and Pam Hale, a good friend and a great artist. Thank you for joining us on the AM Show. Remember, we belong to you.
AM in the Morning has been brought to you from the fabulous Blue Room at the Fontainebleau Terrace on Panama City Beach. Tune in Monday through Saturday at 7:30 a.m. or for you late sleepers at 9 a.m. to see what's happening on the world's most beautiful beaches. We're here to have a good time. AM in the Morning is a Sun Cable 6 presentation. Production facilities provided by Southern Productions of Panama City.